What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Brian, and welcome back to another reaction. Today, we are taking a look at 24, Season 1, Episode 5. It's going to be between 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. So, a lot of things happened last episode, but I'm just going to break it down to the very end because if I break down everything that happened, my intro will be huge and long, and I'm trying to get straight to this episode. I'm super pumped. We were following Jack. Jack pretty much got information about this guy who was going to be at this certain location. When he went to the location, he tried talking to this guy, but at the moment he sees him, he starts hauling ass. As he's running, Jack runs into this cop lady who eventually helps him stop this man who ends up killing the cop lady. And we talk with Jack kind of tries to talk to this guy before the police takes him away. Obviously they already caught the guy, so he was in handcuffs. He was just getting ready to get shipped out to the jail. Jack talks to him, and this guy kind of threatens his, I'm pretty sure, family. I think he just says something like, can't relatively remember too much what he said. He said something like, if you want to see your daughter again, la 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 la, you know? And I'm guessing the guy that Jack was talking to may be somebody who is working for, who has Kim currently. Remember, Kim was currently being taken by these two guys to the guy that I'm pretty sure, well, that we pretty sure is behind killing Palmer and all this madness. So a lot of crazy shit going on. So I'm pumped. Hopefully you guys are pumped. If you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe to our channel. If you guys are super into what we do, head over to Patreon to get early episodes. If not, that's completely cool. All up to you. Don't worry about it. I really appreciate you guys taking the time and day just to watch me. So again, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Without further ado, guys, let's get the show on the road. Oh, this must be Janet. Remember, Janet got in a car crash. There's no way she's probably walking out after this. If she survives this, she's probably gonna be in a wheelchair.
Kimberly Bauer or Janet York.
Bauer-York.
No name listed.
Can't go in there.
Yo, Alan is gonna be he's gonna be so hurt.
Oh my God. Kim's friend Janet, let me speak to her.
She's in surgery.
I was about to say, you
Surgery.
can't, Jack.
Is she gonna make it?
I don't know.
I hope Janet makes it out though. Oh no!
Let's get the money and split, alright?
Dude, that's not even like worth what you guys went through though.
Hey, I thought you were down.
I'm up. I didn't sleep. Polls open in less than 3 hours. Mr. President to be.
David, you're not going to say anything to Nicole about Keith, are you? David, we don't even know for sure whether Maureen Kingsley is going to go forward with the story.
He's been lying. He's been hiding things from us. It may be okay for you, but it's not okay for me.
Do you have the number?
Doesn't Tony work for Jack?
Thank you.
Like, Tony really does, like, dislikes Jack.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bauer, but this guy killed a cop. I'm not going to interfere with booking protocol.
And I told you were gonna get a call from Ryan Seeley, who is our liaison to the PD's office. And until then, you can have my badge, my gun, and I promise I will not interfere with anything. But I need to see that man now, just for a few minutes, please.
Yo, he's about to do like the Dark Knight interrogation scene when he was with Joker.
Hold it, Sergeant. This man's under my authority.
Oh, this fucker. This dude.
Forget Kimberly, man. She's history.
First of all, I wouldn't even let you drive. You look high as shit behind the wheel.
Maureen, it's David Palmer.
Senator?
I'm sorry to wake you.
Oh, no, that's okay. What's up?
The matter you called about earlier. We need to talk about it.
I think there's someone here who knows where the girls were tonight.
You mean one of the police officers?
No, someone they picked up in North Hollywood. I think he saw Kim. My colleague said you only wanted to speak to me. There you're at. And guess what? Right now, you're speaking to everyone.
What the hell is he doing?
Bauer, is this line safe?
Tell me about my daughter.
Not until you get me out.
How do you know where she is?
I heard some guys talking, guys I work with.
Can't they hear your voice?
They're not gonna hear my voice. They'll hear Benekov's.
Did Mason get him out?
No.
So what are you planning, a jailbreak? Jack?
Set up the trace.
Jack's about to take him out. That was gonna happen.
Keep him away from me.
Just wants to ask you a few more questions.
No more questions without my lawyer.
Where were you?
What?
Where were you when your partner really needed you?
Oh shit. This is about to get crazy. Oh no.
You ought to get yourself under control, Bauer.
I bet you he got the access card that cop had. I'm almost certain he got it. Oh, he got it.
And why are you doing this?
Senator, I wish to God that I didn't get this information. But we're talking about murder.
A rumor. I'm just an old friend with a career and family you just may destroy. You owe me that much at least.
Right?
Somebody had to deal with it. But you in Chicago giving a speech or New York receiving some
We
civic
can
award.
deal with my shortcomings as a father some other time. Right now, I want to know what you did after you found out that your sister had been raped.
And I told you, I'm not gonna answer.
Will answer.
I figured, yo, he was about to be mad. Dude, I would just tell him straight up, dude, whatever you did is gonna cause him to lose. Because they got this info on you, man.
I don't know. Maybe she got freaked out by the
We
accident.
should have waited, is what we should have done, is we should have waited. I don't know.
We were right to come here. All we had to go on was the ambulance. We had to follow up on it.
Seriously, they got lucky. They didn't even know that Janet was the one who was hurt. They seriously did get lucky.
Whatever happens.
I don't think Jack's gonna find her this episode. No way.
The cell phone.
We're screwed.
It's a
I
cell
don't know the
phone.
frequency.
Get back to you.
Jack?
Yeah.
It's Gaines, M-O-F. Find it with the remote. There's a body in the trunk. Get rid of it.
Oh my gosh. Please do not tell me that this is Kim.
In front of me. Come on.
God, dude. Please don't be Kim. Please don't be. I mean, if it is her, please
Kneel
don't
up
be
against
dead.
that wall, interlock your fingers behind your head now. Don't move.
So who was this?
I don't know yet.
You're having quite a night here, aren't you, Jack?
Yo, dead ass. His night is crazy.
What was going on here? Unless you want me to throw you back to the cops. They're ready for you.
Happens to Palmer tonight.
Yo, I'm actually really nervous for Palmer, dude. Is he gonna die?
So what's next?
I need to take the body down to
I'm sure we won't find that out until later on in the season, though.
I'm gonna
But
go
hopefully
have a
not.
cuff, get what I can out of him. We never had this conversation, right?
Right.
It'll be a district. Okay.
All right.
Janet get out of surgery yet?
No, not yet. She should be soon.
Even though when she gets out, she's gonna be out for like a good
I know it sounds cold.
few
sweetheart.
hours, I would assume.
Kimberly. Hang in there, honey. I love you. I'm on my way, okay?
Okay.
Let's be cool.
Don't tell me this is Gaines. Oh, he brought her back here. What the fuck?
Like our money now. That's like, you know, okay.
He's gonna
But
shoot
just
them.
so we're like, you know, clear. What happened to the other?
Maybe she wasn't quite dead.
Oh, well, I'll tell you, Dan, you're either dead or you're not dead. There's no such thing as sort of dead. Here, let me show you.
Oh, shit. Well, that just... Holy shit.
We're losing her. We've lost pulse. She's gone asystole.
All right, start compressions now.
Oh my gosh, no. No. Oh no, dude. Guys, that's pretty much the episode there. I'm just yep. That is the episode for 24. This is episode 5, 4 a.m. to 5 p.m. or a.m. Sorry. Jeez, can you guys say a lot of shit happened, yo? We pretty much started off the show with the parents finding out that Janet was brought into the hospital. We know she's in surgery because of obviously the accident in the previous episode. She's in pain. She's hurt. Well, she's actually, we don't know what she's actually feeling. We just know that she's badly hurt. She's in surgery right now. Jack calls his wife Terry just to see how everything is. He asks her about Janet, how is she doing? That's when Terry pretty much tells Jack that Janet's been in an accident. Kim was not with her, and and pretty much tells Jack that she's in surgery, which kind of freaks them out because they're not sure what really happened on this night. Pretty much, Mr. Palmer, man, Mr. Palmer has a lot of things on his plate. He's running for president, right? And it seems very likely he has a really strong chance of actually winning this election. But then there's this one little rumor that we're not quite sure yet. Well, I feel like we kind of know the answer to this now, but there's this rumor about his son Keith, who allegedly killed Nicole, which Nicole is Mr. Palmer's daughter, which is Keith's sister, who Nicole is. We find out that Keith allegedly kills someone who attacks his sister, potentially raped her or attacked her. They said rape a bunch, so I'm guessing that's what happened. And he ends up killing that man supposedly. And there's just this source, this lady who pretty much tells Palmer that she has this information on him. I'm not quite sure. I guess she's like a reporter of some kind. So Mr. Palmer and this lady, I forgot. It starts with the M. Miss McLean. It's a lady pretty much who he knows. He said they've known each other for years. Way down the line. She pretty much is kind of like telling him, like, we got this information on him and he might have to say the truth and put it out there, which is unfortunate, for him, because he's, again, Mr. Palmer, he's so close to winning this. And now he's kind of having a little step back. He's having a little step back about the situation here. I think Mr. Palmer at this scene here, guys, when he's talking with his daughter, I kind of feel like, I think he's talking to her to pretty much see if she knows anything about this. If she knows anything about Keith actually doing this crime that he's being accused of. But he wasn't able to quite get that message out to her, so he ends up meeting with this lady. They talk about it, and then there so much things goes on as we will continue to talk about it. We see Jack is goes to the station. Remember the guy that he was chasing? He ends up killing one of the officers that Jack recruited somewhat for the night, just like for the moment, because she ends up coming to help Jack out a bit because she heard noise, but he's a cop, so he's a CTU agent. So it's like, I guess it's kind of like something that like cops could work with, I guess. I don't know. But now remember, she died in that last episode. So the guy that Jack was chasing, he ends up getting put to jail. And all the cops here pretty much want him to stay in jail. He killed one of their own. They wanted to make sure he's in jail without bond and all this other stuff. But Jack needs this man because he has information that he feels that he feels that he knows that the guy that he was chasing has this like information on who wants to kill Palmer. Not only Palmer, but he has information about his daughter as well. So Jack is trying to pretty much do every and anything to pretty much try to get his daughter back. He talks with George. George pretty much tells him, I'm gonna talk to him. So Jack sits back and lets him do all that. This is the scene here that I was just saying that he agrees to meet with the lady about the allegations on his son about killing this rapist. Jack comes up with this plan at this scene here to pretty much, I didn't know what he was doing here. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because this guy pretty much says that he wants to only talk to Jack. So Jack comes up saying, listen, we're gonna talk, but everyone here is listening. So he goes over to this man and he talks to him really like softly. He mumbles a few words to him. After that, what he ends up doing is he ends up kind of like attacking him. But this was kind of like part of Jack's plan because he wanted to give this man the number. He wanted to give him a phone number to contact Jack. So once all this chaos pretty much happens, they go to a separate room. The man calls him, and they pretty much talk about what their plan is. And he was just saying, listen, they're going to call me. Within 20 minutes, you get me out. I can help you find your daughter. So Jack comes up with this plan. He talks with this cop who eventually has this like key card thing who could kind of like get you in and out of the cells and stuff. So Jack comes up with this plan where he says he needs to talk to him. He goes in there, but then he starts arguing with this cop. I guess this was just, again, all part of the plan because Jack just needs to get this man out of there just to figure out where his daughter is. Alan has a really cool moment here where he talks with Terry and he's just like, he could see the hurt in her face and her eyes, even though Alan's daughter is the one in surgery, and I feel like he should be just as equally like nervous and scared. But he kind of like, you could see that he kind of like, he's like trying to like be there for her. Like, you know what I mean? Like you could see it again, like in his look, in his face. He just wants to make sure that Terry's okay, that Tim's okay. So he tells her, when Janet gets out of surgery, I'm going to stay with you. I'm going to be with you all the way until we make sure we find Kim and make sure that she is good. Again, guys, this is the scene where he talks to this lady about Keith killing this man. That's all that really was. And then Mr. Palmer says, if you get this message out there, I lose this election, you're going to seriously regret it. And then you see Palmer here talk with his son, and he pretty much tells him, he asks him, what did you do on this night? Did you do anything to this specific person? I need to know. I need to figure this out. And he doesn't say no. Keith, he does not say no, he didn't kill this person, but he doesn't say yes also that he killed the person. So I'm pretty sure he did it though. Again, based on the way he answered, I probably said that wrong. What I meant to say was the father asked Keith, right? And then Keith was like, I'm not going to answer that. So that gave me the indication that he possibly killed this person. But then Keith also says, you was out campaigning, going to this city, doing all these speeches, pretty much while Keith was the man. This is what I'm getting here. While Keith was pretty much at home, like the man of the house, and taking care of like actual family business, like not like a actual business, but you know what I mean? Like personal things. Cause he says those lines, he says you wasn't there pretty much. So it's kind of like, you kind of see Keith like a little upset kind of with his father, just a little bit, you know? So Palmer gets upset, he grabs him, and then he just lets him go. No, he doesn't hit him or anything like that. Again, guys, remember, Jack went in there with the one guy he needed to talk to for information to find out where his daughter is. The cop eventually loses the key card, so that villain, not the villain, whatever his name is, I'm not sure what that guy's name was, who Jack needed, but he ends up having that key card. He gets the key card, and he pretty much escapes with Jack. And then George here, because he used his, the satellite kind of to see where it was that Jack went to, and he saw that Jack got into the car, and they pretty much tracked his like his way of where he pretty much was. So the location, this is pretty much the location that they were pretty much brought to. He got to the spot where they picked him up in the last episode. Remember where he killed the officer cop? They got to the bad guy here pretty much tells Jack, we need to go back to that same location. I'm supposed to receive a call on what's next to what we're gonna do. They got the call. They were told to come here. We got told that he had to get rid of a body. Jack kind of panicked, pushed the man to the side, opened it up to see who was in there. But we come to find out it was just an older man, I guess. Well, we didn't really see. If you see the body, like some of the features, you could tell it was a man. So we kind of see that. It was not Kim. Thankfully, it was not Kim that was dead. And then we get to the last scene. Now, Gaines finds out that Janet is not dead. He finds that out and he's very upset. He's pissed off. Long haircut. I think his name may be Dan. I might be wrong, but I think his name was Dan. Long hair guy pretty much was lying to him about it. They thought she was dead, but I guess after seeing Gaines here, hearing him say what they had to say, he was just upset, and he said, you know what, screw this. He kills him. He makes this man now in charge, and that's how the show ends for this episode. A great episode. I gave this a 9. This was a hell of an episode. A lot of things happened. As you guys can tell, I'm super pumped, man. I love this series. The show is really awesome. I can't wait to continue to watch the show. I can't wait to continue to watch it with you. Also, to see the comments, see what you guys have to say about the show. If there is anything, you guys feel free to talk to me, tell me what it is that you guys are liking so far about the show, what you guys are liking, hopefully, about the reactions. Again, what I could possibly do better to better your guys' experience. Please feel free to comment. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you next time.